Punk Revolution now! Hey everybody, today we are going to be reviewing King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard's 16th album. Wow, is this an interesting album to be reviewing? This is kind of a troll album. I'd say it's a troll album because King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard rather, they're primarily like a psychedelic rock band, kind of like a progressive rock band, you know, a very trendy psychedelic rock band that plays shows with like Mac DeMarco, freaking like Ty Segall, maybe like Tame Impala, you know, those like trendy indie bands, very trendy indie psychedelic rock band, and they're releasing this is a thrash metal album, so kind of a twist, a trendy, cool indie band releasing a thrash metal album, what a twist. So today we shall see, do they live up to the task of releasing an entertaining, enjoyable thrash metal album, or is this just a stupid gimmick we can dismiss and move on with our lives? Well, let's start by taking a look at the freaking album cover. Well, this album cover does not tell us anything about the music. This album cover is just as mysterious as the freaking fact that King Gizzard is releasing a thrash metal album. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like a freaking, like, golden statue of, like a rat's skull or something. Who the hell knows what that is? So let's just talk about the freaking music. Okay, so, musically, this album starts with the song Planet B, and Planet B actually really caught me off guard in the sense that I really enjoyed it. Pretty cool song. Basically, this whole song just rips. It's a lot of fun. Got some like sick guitar solos and some sick bass work, playing like eighth notes that are like really bouncy and fun, like a freaking bass solo. And what I liked the most about this song is actually the production and specifically the guitar tone. The guitar tone on this song is very fuzzy, very thick, and very just warm, and that thick fuzzy guitar tone I like for two reasons. One, it's just it rocks. Two, it lasts throughout the entire album pretty much, and three, there's actually a third reason. It's actually a very psychedelic guitar tone. The fuzzy guitar tone is a tone that's totally used in so many psychedelic rock and psychedelic kind of like heavy psych albums. So it's kind of cool that King Gizzard, which is primarily a psychedelic rock band, is releasing a thrash metal album, but they're able to bridge the gap using a fuzzy psychedelic guitar tone that works very perfectly in a metal album. I mean, you can think of like stoner metal albums, which has a lot of psychedelic influence. They're going to be using a fuzzy guitar tone, which is exactly what we see King Gizzard do in this album, use a fuzzy guitar tone, and they actually do incorporate stoner metal heavy psych influence throughout this album, and that you can see that in the choices with like the song Superbug, which is primarily a stoner metal song rather than a thrash metal song. You can just see that in the decisions they're making with the guitar work, like the time signatures they're using. Like they have some time signatures that are really unusual, which keeps the riffs interesting and just kind of bridges the gap again. They're more psychedelic, more progressive rock elements kind of seeping into the thrash metal album. So that's all really interesting and cool, and overall it results in just a fun thrash metal album. I think a lot of metalheads are not going to like this album because it's not like true thrash. They're going to be like, oh, this is a fucking gimmick. The same way a lot of true metalheads don't like Death Heaven. But I mean, if you just like are looking for an album to have fun with, maybe you should try this one out. And if you're someone who doesn't really like thrash metal, maybe you should try this one out as well, and maybe it can help you get into thrash, because I'd say it's a pretty entry-level thrash album. But overall, a lot of fun. I like the production choices this band made. Not the most consistent album. I do feel like they kind of just were kind of aimless, like picking a bunch of different random influences to put into this album. Like the song Superbug, which I said is a stoner album. I feel like it kind of slows the album down, kind of because it's. But I mean, there's some songs like I said, Planet B and like Perihelion, which fucking kick ass. A lot of fun. Not for everybody. I'm giving this a 7.6. Good job, King Gizzard. Good for you for being able to release a enjoyable thrash metal album as a band that is not freaking thrash at all. Punk Revolution now!